From exploring one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, to scoring the Oregon coast on a real-life Goonies quest, he's a real-life Indiana Jones. Explorer Josh Gates joined us to share some of the exciting adventures featured in all new seasons of his hit shows Expedition Unknown and Expedition Files. Expedition Unknown kicks off the new season with a groundbreaking two-part adventure inside Egypt's Great Pyramid. With exclusive access to one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, Gates unravels long-held conspiracy theories about how this marvel of engineering was truly built. Using first-of-its-kind 3D scans of a mysterious tunnel system, Gates executes a daring experiment to replicate the pyramid's construction, uncovering a labyrinth of secrets buried deep beneath the stone. Throughout the extraordinary new season, Gates leads viewers on high-stakes and off-the-map investigations. He teams up with Gold Rush's Parker Schnabel to chase a multi-million-dollar treasure from an infamous stagecoach heist, scores the Oregon coast on a real-life Goonies quest on the 40th anniversary of the iconic film, plunges into the icy Baltic Sea, searching for a lost Nazi submarine, and braves crocodile-infested waters in Nicaragua to hunt down Cornelius Vanderbilt's lost steamship. In Expedition Files, Gates embarks on a time-traveling quest, taking us into the past to solve history's most enduring mysteries. Gates reveals fresh evidence and striking, new revelations that could rewrite history as we know it. In the season premiere, Gates examines an explosive new theory about the fate of vanished Teamsters leader Jimmy Hoffa. He also reveals the extraordinary artifact that may finally end the age-old hunt for the Holy Grail and sets sail to unravel a maritime mystery: the disappearance of German inventor Rudolf Diesel, the man whose engines changed the world. Beaverton family struggles as shutdown forces federal employees to work without pay. A new season of Expedition Unknown premieres Wednesday, November 5th at 9:00 p.m., followed by a new season of Expedition Files at 10:00 p.m. For more information, visit Josh's website. Morning mist clings to the dense evergreens as the camera sweeps across the Pacific Northwest. A lone figure stands on the edge of a cliff overlooking a valley veiled in fog. Josh Gates, motionless yet alive with intent. His boots sink into damp moss. His breath curls upward into the cold Oregon air. No words. Only the rhythmic hum of wind weaving through ancient trees, the distant roar of unseen waterfalls, and the slow creak of camera gear shifting to capture it all. The new season of Expedition Unknown begins, not with a proclamation, but with silence thick enough to feel. The adventure unfolds in Oregon, a land sculpted by volcanoes, rivers, and restless legends. Arrival. Into the green unknown. The first scenes capture the subtle transition from city to wilderness. Highways blur beneath streaks of rain as Josh's vehicle snakes along the Columbia River Gorge. The windshield glitters with droplets that catch fleeting flashes of dawn. Beyond the glass, basalt cliffs rise like dark fortresses, streaked with silver waterfalls that vanish into churning depths. He stops at Vista House, the overlook standing proud above the gorge. The camera circles him as he gazes toward the river, a mirror for the sky's gray mood. The scene is framed by the hush of isolation, punctuated by the faint hiss of rain on stone. A crow glides past, its shadow sweeping across Josh's face like an omen of stories waiting to be unearthed. Down below, the trail begins. Mud pulls at his boots. Ferns brush against his arms. Each step echoes with sculptures and soft crunches of wet earth. The camera lingers on textures, the glistening green of moss, the beaded water on cedar bark, the faint steam rising from his jacket as his body heat meets the morning chill. Chapter 1. Echoes of the Columbia drone's eye view follows Josh as he approaches Multnomah Falls. The twin streams tumble over a 600-foot cliff, dissolving into white mist. Josh cranes his head upward, dwarfed by its grandeur. He raises a hand, feeling the cool spray against his skin, and then kneels to scoop a palmful of river water. The camera zooms on the droplets trickling between his fingers, reflecting light like liquid glass. From the falls, he moves deeper into the gorge. Abandoned tunnels and stone bridges from the old historic highway whisper of another era. The lens captures faint carvings in the rock, symbols, initials, dates. The relics of travelers long gone. Josh runs a gloved hand over one inscription, 1918. He tilts his head, intrigued. A soft breeze stirs the edges of his field notes, though no words are shown. Only his intent gaze and the slow nod of recognition. Something here connects the past and the present. Lightning flickers miles away as dusk folds in. The day ends in shades of cobalt and silver, the falls roaring endlessly as he hikes back to his vehicle. The headlights cut through the rain as he drives into the night, leaving the gorge behind, its secrets still whispering beneath the thunder. Chapter 2. The Ghost Town Beneath the Pinus. And next morning opens on Mount Hood's foothills. Pines rise like sentinels around old timber structures, the skeletal remains of a mining town swallowed by forest. Josh steps carefully through sagging doorways, the wood creaking underfoot. Dust motes swirl in shafts of sunlight. His flashlight beam catches on rusted tools, a cracked lantern, and a ledge of frozen mid-page. A metallic clatter startles a flock of ravens that explode upward, black wings slicing through the silence. Josh steadies his camera and kneels beside a collapsed shaft entrance. A faded sign reads, "Keep out." He studies the darkness below, the faint echo of dripping water, the stale breath of the earth. Inside the mine, his lantern's glow dances over walls glittering faintly with mineral dust. The air thickens with moisture and decay. He brushes away soil to reveal a weathered insignia carved into stone, a triangle within a circle. The same marking later appears on a map pinned to the wall of an old saloon nearby. The connection builds tension without a word spoken. As he exits, the light fades from gold to gray. A cold wind bends the grass, and the abandoned town returns to silence, as if exhaling the memory of its secrets back into the pines. Chapter 3. Fires of the Earth. The scene shifts southward to the Oregon caves. The air grows cooler. Daylight fades into an otherworldly dim. Josh's silhouette moves through narrow passages, his helmet light carving the darkness. Stalactites drip rhythmically, steady, eternal. The floor glistens with calcite veins that catch every flicker of his beam. The camera closes on his face, focused, reflective, as he kneels to observe crystalline formations resembling frozen waterfalls. His gloved hand traces a faint line of petroglyphs etched into the limestone. They are subtle, almost lost to time. The music swells, not in triumph but in reverence. Later, outside the caves, steam rises from fissures near Crater Lake. The volcanic basin stretches before him, impossibly blue, the rim dusted with snow. The drone pans wide to reveal the lake's perfect symmetry, a mirror for the sky. Josh stands on the edge, motionless. His reflection ripples in a puddle at his feet, merging with clouds above. Night falls, and he sets camp near the rim. Sparks leap from his small fire, vanishing into the darkness. The soundtrack softens to the hiss of wind over water. In the silence, nature hums, the lake breathing, the forest shifting, the volcano remembering. Chapter 4. Legends in the Mist. The next sequence carries Josh to the Oregon coast. Waves crash against jagged cliffs, sending plumes of white spray skyward. Sea lions bellow from distant rocks. Gulls wheel above, their cries sharp and lonely. He walks the sand where the tide leaves trails of foam like inked calligraphy. Near Cannon Beach, the camera catches his silhouette against Haystack Rock at sunset. The light bleeds orange and crimson, painting his figure in flame. He digs briefly in the sand, uncovering a fragment of old pottery, its pattern faint but deliberate. A hint of a story surfaces, maybe maritime, maybe indigenous. He holds it up to the dying light, and the image lingers, full of unspoken meaning. Further inland, at Fort Stevens, the rusted skeleton of the Peter Airedale shipwreck emerges from the sand like a relic of time itself. Josh approaches, boots splashing through tide pools. The camera circles, framing him against the ship's twisted iron ribs, the ocean beyond swallowing the horizon. There's tension here, not danger, but depth. The kind that only silence can convey. The wreck creaks faintly, as if sighing. The waves retreat, leaving reflections that shimmer like liquid ghosts. Chapter 5. The hidden circles know dusts the high desert near Bend. Josh treks across the Oka Plains of Oregon's volcanic fields. The sky burns cold and white. The wind hums low. Beneath his steps, the lava rock crunches like glass. An ancient lava tube, he descends with careful precision. The walls are smooth, black, ancient, formed from the earth's molten breath. Deep within, his flashlight catches the glint of something unnatural. He brushes away grit to reveal a perfect stone circle inlaid into the floor, matching the triangle circle insignia seen before. The camera tightens on his reaction, eyes narrowed, breath visible, a faint smile curling at the edge of awe. The symbols connect the mines, the caves, and now this, an unbroken thread through Oregon's natural and human history. He sets a small drone aloft within the cavern. The aerial footage reveals the circle's symmetry and a spiral pattern radiating outward, like a map or message carved by time itself. The score swells, a crescendo of mystery and discovery without a single word.